Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
All right, for some stations that just joined us, Representative Daryl Metcalfe of Pennsylvania joins us. He was put on a potential terrorist list along with mainline Second Amendment groups that he works with and one that he heads up. Groups that are just, mildly, want to cut taxes, just mainline groups listed by this Israeli Mossad IDF-connected group. The head of Homeland Security has had to resign in the state. And, here's the big issue. Regardless of where this investigation goes, state police, feds, local police listening to us all over the country, in Chicago and L.A. and San Francisco and Orlando, all over the place, Austin, they need to know that if you've got foreign private intelligence groups demonizing mainline conservatives and libertarians or liberals for that matter, and those groups have no history of anything illegal, well, this is treason that you're seeing. And I talked to the representative during the 1-minute break, and I said, have you had any law enforcement contacts with more data? Because he's trying to get the full reports, but the Homeland Security is trying to block that at the state level. So he said he is happy to have law enforcement in the state of Pennsylvania or other law enforcement around the country. We've been sent the MIAC report and others last year to break this wide open, because it's a lot worse than even what we know. repmetcalfe.com, Representative Metcalfe, repmetcalfe.com. You can get him there, or darylmetcalfe.com. But we've got a few minutes left before you have to go to your votes in open session there in Pennsylvania. But, can you comment on this demonization? This is defamation, and we need to let police and others know when this is going on, this is illegal. Go ahead.
Well, we do. So when I was a soldier, it was very clear and made clear to us from our senior officers that there were such things as unlawful orders, and if an officer or an NCO gave you an unlawful order, then you did not have to follow it. And I think that's what our law enforcement officers have to remember across the country, is that their higher-ups are not always operating within the confines of the law or the Constitution. And when they go out of bounds, that they need to be aware, they need to be courageous enough to step forward to ensure that this isn't going to happen. These types of activities where you see law enforcement rogue leadership and law enforcement or administrations around the country, they're happening in sanctuary cities where they're giving sanctuary status to illegal aliens. They're happening in cities where they're putting forth gun control measures that aren't legal underneath the law of those individual states. It's happened here in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia and Pittsburgh and York and other areas where you see these rogue administrations trying to move their law enforcement in the direction of cracking down on law-abiding citizens when it's either against the law or unconstitutional. So we need our law enforcement officers to stand strong, and we know the majority of them do and will. And we need them to be courageous in the face of this type of rogue activity that sometimes occurs by some of these higher-up individuals.
And to be clear, State Homeland Security and the governor, caught with their pants down, are trying to keep this from coming out in the legislature. You are the government. You were elected by the people. The legislature is legitimate. Foreign Israeli spies working with the governor, that's illegitimate. And so you're asking law enforcement in Pennsylvania to send you whatever bulletins and stuff they've got on the patriot groups so that you can bring that to the full legislature, correct?
That would be a great help. If there's law enforcement officers out there that have information about what's taken place here with this Institute of Terrorism Research and Response and their connections to the Homeland Security or the PEMA or the state police, that any information that they could forward on to my office would be a great help as we continue the investigation.
All right, that's Representative Daryl Metcalfe with the 12th District in Pennsylvania, repmetcalfe.com. Our site's Infowars.com. As this unfolds, sir, we'll check back in with you. God bless you for your patriotism and courage.
Thank you, Alex. Thanks. Have a great day.
You too. Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake, they've got 14 nations, according to FEMA, inside the U.S. spying on citizens. Israel's one of them. And this is all treason. It's all illegal. And if we get up on our hind legs and get angry about this and expose all this and open up this pustule, people can really see what's happening beneath the surface. So we know we have police listening in Pennsylvania. Get the stuff to the representative, okay? It's treason. You have a responsibility to get it to him.
Listen up, friends. This is Alex Jones with key information. The mainstream media is now admitting that we're going into a depression. Don't be dependent on the government for you and your family. You need to get your own supply of high-quality storable foods from efoodsdirect.com. They're the best company out there, the longest continually operating, with a ton of great food to choose from. It's all fresh and made on a monthly basis, not some old cruddy food they're selling you like some of the other guys. Try their new evacuation pack, a 2-week supply of delicious, easy-to-fix food. It comes with all the equipment you need to prepare it. With open talk of a strike on Iran in the next 3 months, the crisis in the Gulf, and possible evacuations, get yourself and your family ready today. The place to go is efoodsdirect.com. Go to their website online right now, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or call 800-409-5633. Again, on the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or give them a call at 800-409-5633.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Okay, we've got James Delingpole joining us in about 26 minutes from now to talk about how the youth of the world are being brainwashed that killing themselves is good. This really shows you the anti-human eugenics agenda being pushed. It is now out. Paul Watson working on this report all throughout the weekend and today. Just went up on prisonplanet.com just minutes ago. October surprise, terror, hysteria, recycled in election ploy. And he's got all the admissions of government-sponsored terror where it's declassified. He's got Governor Ridge admitting that they issued fake terror alerts before the 2004 election. He's got the quotes by the Obama people saying, gee, we need a terror attack so people learn to love Barry Soetoro. It is all in this detailed report right now up at prisonplanet.com, also going up at Infowars.com as we speak via Kurt Nimmo. But just during the break, Aaron Dykes walked in here and said he was listening to News Radio 590, KLBJ, at about 10 a.m., and their morning host were going, yeah, Alex Jones talked about how a CIA operative was the head of the Mumbai attacks, and then it came out on mainstream news. And now Alex was just saying a few weeks ago that you watch, they'll claim that airports are going to be attacked and shoot-em-ups, because I could see them pre-positioning that. They always kind of market test things. And the hosts were going, wow, he really knows what he's talking about. Again, that's just a local show that's actually, it's a good show, but sometimes they've teased me a bit. The point is, people are really starting to come around because they can see that we lay out exactly what's going on. We read you White House quotes and under Bush and now Obama and their strategists saying, man, we sure need another terror attack. It sure helped us. I mean, come on. Come on. People say, why would the government do something like that? Or why would they let people attack us? There's different types of attacks. They let people attack, or they finance through terror groups where the ground level terrorists don't even know who they're working for. Or sometimes they completely stage events, or in other cases, nothing happens and they just make up an event. Oh my gosh, our aircraft carriers were attacked. Well, actually they weren't. Somebody said on the radio they were. Or, oh my gosh, the North Vietnamese have attacked our destroyers, Gulf of Tonkin, 1964. We've got to go to war. They attacked. 40 years later, they released the LBJ audio tapes with McNamara. LBJ's out at his Johnson City ranch, talking to McNamara. McNamara's bossing him around. This is how we're going to do it. There's going to be an event tomorrow there in the Gulf, Vietnam, right? That's right. And then you're going to do a press conference. We've got to get tough on this. All right, and then the day of the event, he goes, okay, you know what to do tomorrow? Yeah, I know what to do, what you told me yesterday. I mean, we've played those tapes here before. And, talk about how we're not clear exactly, but we were attacked. That way, if stuff comes out, it won't be clear. I mean, I ought to dig those up again and play them. I found them back in 2004 when it was declassified, played them. Then it got news the next year. And then the last time I saw those clips excised out was at Change the Channel on YouTube, the guy that posts a lot of our full-length videos because he has a director's channel, and he did one on false flags and actually got the clips and put them together over the 3-day period. In fact, I excised that out a few months ago and meant to play it again. But side issue, the point is that you can see this stuff coming from 100 miles away. And now here's the election coming up. And they are specific. They are going to attack airports. And they may have some nutty, religious fruitcakes who they've got ready who really think they're fighting for Allah. But it'll always come out, in every case, their commander is CIA, MI6, or Mossad, and they're funding the lunatics to do it. Or they'll have commandos go in and shoot some people. They'll have one patsy with them. They'll shoot the patsy in the back of the head. The commandos will change clothes, go out the back door, and then we have the one dead patsy. Or like the Mumbai attack led by the CIA, and we got that at the time. The head of Indian intelligence even came out and said that, and he wasn't a Muslim. Of course, he died in that attack that day, but he said the day before the government's going to launch a false flag. In fact, there's a Paul Joseph Watson article, Terrorist Fear-Mongering About Mumbai-Style Attacks as an Election Ploy, and that's September 29th. So that was actually last week. We were already on to the specifics of what they were doing. And now here we are 5 days later, October 4th, with the latest Paul Joseph Watson report, October Surprise, Terror Hysteria, Recycled an Election Ploy. Now, we did search terms twice last week, and the time is short. Who knows how long we'll be on air? Hopefully for 20 more years, and hopefully we beat this thing, but you never know what's going to happen. They could launch World War III, total depression. I could die in a car wreck, God forbid. Anything could happen. So we've been using this search term while it's still effective. And to give you an example, last week we had a search term, Feds Radiate Americans. And it made it in Yahoo News, AOL News, Christian Science Monitor, and first it was 20-plus reports. Now it's over 100 reports. I can't even count them all up. It'll say, under this headline, 27 others, 42 others, 10 others. I mean, I can go to Google News and count them up. It's over 100 reports. And then the Drudge Report, 2 days later, linked to our article. But above it linked to Yahoo, who literally took our headline, pulled our paragraphs, changed them just a little bit, but gave us no credit. I don't care. It caused and is causing a national debate about feds radiating Americans. Like, what are you doing driving around with 500 trucks blasting high-powered radiation into our homes that looks right through walls? What are you doing with naked body scanners on the streets? What are you doing with all of this? Then we had another search term that caused a huge debate. So I'm going to do this at least one more time this week, but it's such a powerful tool. I don't want to overuse it, but listeners keep telling me, no, use it, use it, use it. So we're going to do it today, and I'm here looking at the headline. It's got to be something from the headline so that then this will be the top